Good morning, everybody. And here I am, Melanie Miller. I am live on Bureau Tupperware Les Diamants, but also live on my Facebook page, my Facebook profile, a couple of groups, YouTube, and I'm so happy to be with you this morning. And it is 11:30 on June the 3rd. So, what am going to do today, it is the first Saturday of the new month, and on the first Saturday of the new month in my Tupperware party, I love to show everybody the new brochure, what is in our new brochure. And I also like to showcase a product that is available for you as a hostess, because did you know that hosting Tupperware parties can still happen? Doesn't mean to say you have to invite me to your house, but you could have a Tupperware party by inviting me to do a live sale from my basement of products that I have there for your group of friends. Or maybe you say, Melanie, I'd love it if you could make an auction that I could post in a group of my friends. They can choose to buy, and that would count as a party. Or maybe you say, oh, I'd like to do a Facebook party. And with the Facebook party, we can actually tell them more about the products. So if anybody's excited to try a different sort of party, I would love to do it for you. Good morning, Wendy. Now, I see quite a few of you are coming on and are watching. Please come on and say hello. That way I can actually talk to you, and it makes it much more fun for me. So thank you, Wendy, for being here, because now I know I can talk to you. I can see Karen as well as come on to say hello. So I'm Melanie Miller. I've been selling Tupperware now for 16 years. I can't believe it. So I started Tupperware in 2007. And when I started Tupperware in 2007, I'd only been living in Canada for 6 years. We had emigrated from Australia. But before I was in Australia, I grew up in England. So I'm a bit of a hybrid. I sort of go around everywhere. And when in 2007 I came across Tupperware, I said, okay, maybe I could do this because I could still be at home with my kids who were just starting out in schools. Actually, well, no, they've been in school for a little while by then, 6 years. But it meant I could pick them up from school every day because they went to a school where there was no school bus. I had flexibility of time, and I started to discover that Tupperware was way more than selling plastic. So at Les Diamants, which is the organization I'm part of, we have a mission, and our mission is to help people save time, save money, eat more healthily, and be a solution to pollution. And it is that last aspect that particularly makes me excited because I'm a scientist and I know that we could make an incredible difference to the planet if only every single person took notice of what they're doing. So that is my personal mission, to be always, always aware of what we're doing with the planet. And so during my presentation today, I will talk to you about a few of those things. So how can we save time, save money, eat more healthily, and be a solution to pollution? But before we get on to that, what I would love to know is a few things about you. So the first thing I would like to know is, where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? And I don't mean the kitchen, the bathroom, the living room. I mean, what town, what suburb are you watching from? I'm in Beaconsfield, Quebec. So all the people who are watching me at the moment, if you understand English, I would love to know what part of Quebec or the rest of Canada you are watching me from. So Wendy is all the way over there in Winnipeg, Manitoba. So I'm thinking, Wendy, is it 9:30 in the morning for you, or 10:30? I know there is a time difference there. I have people watching me. Lasheen, okay, Hudson. Okay, so you must be at your daughter's place today, Ingrid. So it's good to see where everybody is watching from. Okay, the second thing that I would love to know from you this morning is, how old is the oldest piece of Tupperware you have in your house at the moment? How old is the oldest piece? Now, I know that I started buying Tupperware when my oldest child was probably a babe in arms. And so she has just turned 32. Oh, I can't believe it. So I would say the oldest piece of Tupperware in my house is probably 31 years old. So how old is the oldest piece of Tupperware in your house? Good morning. I see somebody who said good morning and they did a little smiley at the end, but I'm not sure who it is. So if you would be kind enough to click the link at the top of where you're watching, you'll find that I'll be able to see your name. Tammy has no Tupperware yet. Oh my goodness, Tammy. We are going to have so much fun with you. And Ingrid, 45 years. And isn't that amazing? Look around your house and say, how many other things that I use regularly have I got that are 45 years old, right? Not many things. Maybe you have an ornament that was passed down from your parents, but I bet you don't have many things in your kitchen that were 45 years that are 45 years old, or even in your lounge. You bought your first piece of Tupperware when you were 16 years old. Wow, so it'll be 48 years. That is amazing. So, guys, those of you that have Tupperware that's really old, it would be super fun if you could take a quick photo with your phone and post it in the comments. That would be super fun. So if you have any old Tupperware and you can take a picture of it, like my oldest Tupperware, I'm going to tell you, is Modular Mates. And the Modular Mates that I bought back in when Violet was about 6 months. So Violet was born in 1991. So so the oldest piece I have are Modular Mates that have the hunter green lids. Okay, so how many of you have Modular Mates with different colors to black? So mine, I have hunter green, I have blue, I have pink, I have black, of course, I have red. So I have 5 different colors in my fridge alone. So your sister and I used to have Tupperware. Yes. And that was something that a lot of people used to do. And I remember my first memory of Tupperware is being around the kitchen table with my mum and dad and my brother. And we lived in a place called Gloucester at the time, which is in sort of the southwest of England. And we had those Tupperware, we used to call them beakers. You guys call them tumblers. And they were sort of, actually, they weren't that different in color from some of the new colors that have come out in the brochure. So they all had this sort of pastel color. So we had those. And we also had the well, they weren't microwave in the day, cereal bowls. We had the cereal bowls. And we also had the little salt and peppers, you know, that are about this big and were on a stand. So if you have any memories like Ingrid and Wendy about what your first memories of Tupperware were, I would love to know about them. So today's Tupperware is very different from the Tupperware. Actually, I shouldn't say that. Today's Tupperware is very similar to the Tupperware we had many years ago. The biggest difference sometimes is the color. And of course, the technology has advanced many years. So I wonder how many of you remember the old celery keepers. They were green and they had like a clear lid, although it wasn't very clear. And the celery keepers were the first Tupperware item that came onto the market to protect your food in the fridge. And they were designed to keep your celery for much longer than normal. And there was no air holes in them, no vents or anything. And now we have evolved through 2 or 3 evolutions to get to the fridge smarts that we have today. And so in my fridge, you can see I have quite a lot of fridge smarts. My fridge is always like this. Sometimes there are a few less because I need to go to the grocery store. Sometimes there are a few more because I've just been to the grocery store. But this is a fridge smart. And in this fridge smart, we have at the moment broccoli. Now, broccoli is a vegetable that needs to breathe. What do I mean by that? It's a vegetable that needs to exhale its air, so the air needs to come out of the broccoli, and inhale new air, so you get fresh air inside. So when you have a fridge smart, your broccoli stays lovely and green. Now, I've had this broccoli at least a week. So as you can see, it is still looking absolutely beautiful. Now on the lid of my fridge smart, you can't really see it, but there's moisture. I don't know if I can hold it up here. But anyway, there you go. You can probably see it there. It has moisture on it. That is because every fruit and vegetable in the fridge is going to give off moisture. Now in your fridge, can you see on the side of here, it's got humidity. As it gives off moisture, what is great is all the moisture drops down into this grill at the bottom of your fridge smart. Keeps the moisture away from your food. But what your fruit or vegetable is doing is trying to equilibrate with the environment. So if you imagine it's given off this moisture because it's trying to equilibrate with this environment. So I don't want to wipe the moisture off. Because if I do, now I'm saying to it, okay, keep working. You got to keep working for the environment. And now my broccoli will change from being nice and firm like it is now to something that is really floppy because I'm trying to get it to give off more moisture. So your role is to be brave. Don't wipe off the moisture. And keep your broccoli in the environment that it wants to be, and it will last a lot longer. So what I forgot to mention is you have a venting system on the top. So you can see for my broccoli, the vent is all completely open. If I put it to the middle, it's completely closed. If I put it to the other side, it's half open. So depending on what it says on your chart, which is on the front of every single fridge smart, you can work out how to store your fruit and veg. So if you use fridge smarts, but what I'm going to say instead of if is when you use fridge smarts, you will save maybe up to $25 a week, because that is the average amount that people throw away every single week. $25 a week, that's $100 a month. $100 a month, that is $1,200 a year. And you know what? You can save that amount every single year because your fridge smarts will last forever. So even if you buy our special, which is on at the moment, which is absolutely fabulous, our special is 2 sets of our fridge smarts, not for $158, which is the regular price for 1 set. But so 2 sets would normally cost $316. but for only $129, you can get 2 sets of fridge smarts. And when you're a Tupperware member, that amount drops to $96.75. That's 70% off the regular price. Like, tell me, how many other companies take a best-selling product and let you buy it at 70% off? Not many. So that would be my number one recommendation. And if anybody is looking to buy fridge smarts and you don't have a Tupperware consultant already, please click on the link above where you can buy Tupperware and go and get yours today. But even better would be to click on the link to join Tupperware today, so you get 25% extra off your purchase, and you have that membership for a whole year. No obligations. You just keep getting 25% off everything that's on sale or regular price. And you also have some opportunities to get items up to 70% off. Your husband, Alan, and the fridge, he said they're magic. Yep, even he is impressed. Yeah, well, thank you so much for saying that, Wendy, because sometimes our husbands have a tendency to say, oh, not more Tupperware. And so my husband too knows that if our fruit and veg was not in the fridge smarts, we would be wasting a whole lot more. 2, not having as much choice, because now I can have choice because I know the stuff's going to last. And 3, not eating as healthily, because before Tupperware, we did a lot of takeout and pre-prepared food. So really, really an amazing opportunity. And thank you, Ingrid. Ingrid says you changed mine for me. So that is because Ingrid has bought some fridge smarts, and she is loving what she's bought, and now she's bought that set, and her daughter has bought the set. And I recommend anybody who's watching today to make sure you have that set of fridge smarts. Okay, so I know I spent a lot of time talking about fridge smarts, but it really is the most important item today. We also, of course, have our freezer mates, we have our modular mates, and each of those items are going to save you time, save you money. Your items in your freezer, they won't have freezer burn. Your peas are going to be shake, and they're absolutely loose. Whereas, you know, in the past, I know I used to get my bag of frozen peas out of the freezer and have to whack it on the bench because they're all stuck together. So you don't get that when you use freezer mates. And the other thing about freezer mates is they are completely flexible. So getting stuff in and out of them is easy. And you have a double track system on the lid. So that means that when your lid is on, your item is completely protected from the air in the freezer. You know what that means? No taste of the freezer. So I love that about my modular mates and my fridge smarts. And I will just show you in the stream a picture of my pantry. Those of you who are watching me on Bureau, I'll post a picture in the comments of this after we finished, so you can see that in my house we walk the talk. We use modular mates, we use fridge smarts, we use freezer mates. The only system I don't use much is the vent and serves, which is what we basically call our meals in advance or our take food system. And the reason I don't use many vent and serves is because I cook every single day. I don't need meals in advance. What I do make in advance, though, are some sauces to make it easier for me when I make a particular dish. And we also don't need meals on the go because I work from home and my husband's retired. So all that I used to do for my kids and my husband. I don't need to do that anymore. But all of you who have young families, I would definitely recommend you investing in some vent and serves also. So this morning, I thought what I would do is show you part of our Master Chef system. So our Master Chef system, our Master Grater system, starts with a base. Now the base is heavy. This base should never go in water. What you do to clean this is you wipe it with a wet cloth, and often you'll have to wipe the base because when it gets gritty, it's not going to stick to your countertop. Don't do what my friend Anastasia did, and she put it on her laminate countertop and she attached the things, and then she wanted to show everyone how strong it was. So she pulled on it and the top level of her laminate came off, right? Just so you know, it will attach strongly. It comes with a sort of like a funnel. And once the funnel is in position, you lock it. So now it's pretty solid, right? Now, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you the grinding function because I have people coming tomorrow for a reward to my house. Oh, hang on a minute. I got the wrong handle. I'll be 2 seconds. I picked up the handle for my whip and mix instead of my Master Grater. Anyway, so I have people coming to the house tomorrow. So tomorrow morning, I'm going to make some quiche and some savory potatoes so they can have some of that for their lunch. And I need breadcrumbs. So let me ask you a question. Have you... Okay, so Ruth, what you can do if you're on Facebook, because Ruth's just telling me that she has a picture of an old bacon keeper. What you can do is when you go to, if you have a photo of your old bacon keeper and you're you're on your phone, what you can do is go into the comments and you'll see in the comments there's an option for a camera or a photo. And if you click on that, you can upload the photo. If you're on your computer, what I do all the time, if I have my photo there, I just copy the photo, I go into the comments and I click on paste and the photo will appear. So see if that works. That would be super fun if we could see some photos. Okay. So how many of you ever buy a loaf of, say, French bread, and you either forget you have it? That's happened to me. This is what happened with this loaf. Or you use most of it and then you have an end of it left. So what I do when I have this is really hard. This is French bread, and what I love about the French bread is as it goes hard, it doesn't go moldy. So you actually have a potential to make your own breadcrumbs. So what I'm going to do is feed it in the top of here. It's going to make a lot of noise, so I won't be able to talk to you. And I use my impressions bowl, my medium impressions bowl. It fits beautifully under the lid of my Master Series. And so it means I have less mess everywhere when I use it. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and grind this hard piece of bread and see whether we can make some breadcrumbs. Oh my goodness, guys, isn't that amazing? So I'm going to show you. Look at that. I have my very own homemade breadcrumbs. And so what I'm going to do now, I'm not going to keep, excuse me, I'm not going to keep doing that because it's going to drive me nuts while I'm trying to talk to you. But I have more pieces of the same bread, which I will use with this and make some breadcrumbs. And of course, if you want to, you can put in some herbs. So I have dry parsley and dry basil, you know, in my herbs. And when I've made my breadcrumbs, I can mix some dry herbs in. So now I have flavored breadcrumbs. I'm going to store that in one of my modular made rounds and keep it in my pantry. And now I know I have breadcrumbs when I want to perhaps make chicken nuggets. So homemade chicken nuggets, guys, they are the best. And when you cook chicken nuggets and you cook them in your micropro grill, it like takes probably 6 minutes maximum, and you have delicious homemade chicken nuggets in your own breadcrumbs. Tell me you're not excited, right? So that is something that I love. So I will be continuing that later. So I'm just going to take this out. Right. And I've got a few little ones left in there. So I'm going to put that. So that is the grinder tool. And at the moment, as a hostess, you can get this set for free. Okay. So that is the grinder tool. But I also want to show you, you make your own breadcrumbs as well. Excellent. I also want to show you the grater tool, because this is something that I use very regularly, especially if I need to make a lot of cheese. So cheese is super, super easy to grate. Now I'm going to get another bowl. So, as with most Tupperware ladies, I have two sets of impressions bowls. So you can never have too many because you can use them for all sorts of things. And what we're going to do is, where did I put my little plunger? Oh, there it is. I'm going to get some cheese. So in my Cheese Smart, you can see I have lots of cheese. Now it stays in the wrapper, but it doesn't need to be in the wrapper. It just needs, I leave it in the wrappers because it's easier to handle. But you don't have to keep it. Oops, somebody's just come to my door. If it's Emily, tell her to come in now. Em, come in. Okay, somebody's just come to the door to pick something up. Hello. Hi. How are you? Good, you? I'm good. I'm just gonna have to just excuse the people here because I'm in the middle of a live. No worries. Right? So guys, I have somebody who's just come to pick something up. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make her work while she's here. And so I was just about to use the grater M to grate some cheese. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you to use all these little bits of cheese in here. Mm-hmm. Grate that up for me. Come here, come here. Don't be shy. This is Emily. Emily is one of the girls in my team. She's come to pick something up. So you put that in there, Em, put that on the top and turn the handle. You got it. Right? So, hi, everybody. Melanie's little helper. What are you guys all making today? We'll put the cheese in. Killy wants cheese. Hi, Wendy. I'm not helping Melanie today.
I love this thing. I use it at home too. It's amazing, super quick and easy. No fuss. Very easy to do. And it's all done. So see, like that, all done. Oh, thank you, Mel. I finished grating all the cheese. I love this machine. I love it. Yeah, I use it at home too. Got some cheese there. There you go.
So there we go, Emily. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I left it at the door. Hopefully everything's there. If not, you just let me know.
Yeah, and Killy wants some cheese.
Yeah, Killy always wants cheese.
Thank you, Mel.
Bye, love.
Bye.
Okay, so let's give Killy a little bit of cheese. Here you go, Killy.
He was a good helper.
He was a good helper. So, whew, so that's good, isn't it? Like I get people to drop in, I get them to star in my show. So you take care of yourself, love.
Thank you.
So, what are we gonna make? I mean, I didn't really give you any clues, did I? So I've grated this cheese up because what I want to do this morning, one of the things, is to make an omelette in my breakfast maker. And so I wanted to grate some cheese. So I'll put that over there. And now I'll be able to use the grater when we've finished to make the rest of my breadcrumbs, right? So that's good. Okay, so there we go. So that's over there. I'm going to get this out of the way. And I'm actually going to use, I'm going to put my Cheese Smart back in my fridge. And I'm going to get out a little bit of pepper. And I'm going to get some broccoli. And I've actually got some red onion that is already chopped up. And I'm going to make an omelette in my breakfast maker. So my breakfast maker is probably the thing that gets used the most in my house. We love poached eggs, so quite often I'll make poached eggs in here in 1:30. There's no need to go out to breakfast because you can make your best breakfasts at home. But today I'm going to make an omelette, and I'm just going to use my little mini chopper to make it. So I'm going to put my 2 pieces of pepper in here. I'm going to put in a couple of pieces. Oh, I have a little dog that loves broccoli. There you go, baby. Off he goes now, as happy as Larry. He's got his broccoli. So I'm just going to put some little pieces of broccoli and pepper in here. I'm going to chop these up. Okay, so look how small those chopped up. So if you have kids that are fussy, you can disguise everything, let me tell you. I've got a little bit of red onion here that's left from the other day. So I'm going to put some of that in, the base of my breakfast maker. And now I'm just going to add a couple of eggs into there. So that it all mixes together. Oh, I didn't break that egg very well. And now I'm going to chop this with the egg. I'm going to pour the whole thing into here. course, I'm going to sprinkle it on top with cheese. Now, some people, they put their cheese on after they've made. So when their omelet is hot, I'm going to put my cheese on right now because I like it to melt while it's cooking. So there we go. The omelet is there. I'm going to I have a lady watching called Tammy. And Tammy is somebody who says she never cooks. Tammy, you could manage this, right? You can make an omelet. And now, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to cook this now for 2 minutes at 80% in my microwave. And I'm going to put that in the microwave right now to show you. And so that's cooking. So that's pretty good, isn't it? So as you can see, a lot of tools that we use in the kitchen are going to make a really, really big difference to how you eat. Now, instead of going to Tim Hortons to get a sandwich with egg in it, you just buy yourself some English muffins, toast them, and make your own omelet, and you can make enough for 2 or 3 English muffins with eggs in. That's what my husband does often. Okay, so I told you at the top of this party, I don't know if my comments stuck or not, but my bacon keeper. Okay, I'm sure I'm going to go and have a look. I think it probably did. I can't see it on these comments, Ruth, because I'm in the Be Live function, but I'm going to go and check it out. So you make omelets. Well, now you can make them in 2 minutes. Okay, so I want to just show you some of the new products. I'm just going to have a bit of a drink, guys. This, by the way, is Tupperware's new water bottle. And when I first saw it, I said, no way would I pay $45 for that. I mean, it's a water bottle. But guys, it's really good. It has its own filter in. When you're traveling in the car, you know, when you're traveling in the car and you're thirsty and you don't want to have a drink from a water bottle because you really have to almost take your eyes off the road. With this one, you can just sit and drink and you can still see everything that's happening in front of you because you suck the water through the straw. As you suck the water through the straw, it goes into the filter, and then all that taste of chlorine that exists in Montreal water disappears. It's not going to be safe for contaminated water, but it's going to be safe enough for you to use in fresh streams and that sort of thing. I like it. It's got a good quantity of water in. It fits in the cup holders in your car, and of course the other thing is it's leak proof, right? So I take it with me absolutely everywhere. It goes in my bag, and it has been a great addition. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you the omelet. I'm not sure if it's cooked, but oh yes. So look at that, guys. Cooked omelet, ready to eat. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to quickly go put it on a plate, take it to my husband because he's watching the FA Cup, and I know he'll be happy to have something hot to eat. So I'm going to put it into my plate here. You can tell that it's done because it comes away from the edge of your breakfast maker easily. So let me just get my spatula here. Just make sure, yeah, it's very loose. So now I'm just going to slide it in, and look at that. Homemade fresh omelette with lots of cheese. So give me 2 seconds and I'll be back. I'm going to deliver it to Alan. Okay, so I'm back and he's happy. So that's really good. So let me talk to you a little bit about what is in the brochure. So I've already showed you the special for Fritschmarts. The other specials that are going on at the moment are everything to do with Tupperware impressions. Woo! The Tupperware impression set, and this is this one in the middle here is the size I use with my MasterChef. Aren't these colors beautiful? So you've got aqua, you've got pale blue and blue. That is the Impressions bowl set. Then you have the Impressions mini bowl set, and it has the same three colors, except it adds into it that delicious pink color. And then you have the Tupperware Impressions tumblers, and they too, they come in the four colors. So your outdoor entertaining or indoor entertaining is totally color coordinated, because you also have the Tupperware trays, the dining trays, which have plenty of room for your meal, for your side dishes, for maybe a muffin, maybe put your cutlery here. Thank you for that idea yesterday, Ingrid. Or maybe you have dips here. And these two come in the four colors. So that is super as well. But there's more. You also have the Tupperware colander. So this colander, it matches the color of the big bowl because it will sit in the big bowl. And it is a really fresh color as well, great for rinsing out your your lettuce or anything else that you want to put through the colander. And you also have this amazing tray, which I actually use not as a tray to carry things like plates and cups, but as a tray to put out all sorts of things like watermelon, all different fruits. You could do a cheese platter, a meat platter. So this is a fabulous addition to your kitchen. And the last thing in this set is a great big pitcher. This is a 3.4 liter pitcher, so it's got plenty in to fill up all of your Impressions tumblers. So a fantastic set. The whole set, all of the stuff that you can see. Oh, and it does come with some tongs as well. I'm not sure if I have them handy. No, I don't have the tongs handy, but it comes with a set of plastic tongs as well for your salad. And all of that is going to be available to you for just $155 total. Or you can buy each individual item separately. The cheapest way to buy it is to buy the whole lot at $150 as a Tupperware rep. You would get a further $40 off it approximately. So you, you would pay about $112, $113 for all of this, which is a fantastic price. If you say, well, Melanie, I already have the bowls, I already have the cups, I only really want the colander, I only really want the pitcher, whatever it is that you want, you can buy them separately. And when you're a Tupperware rep, all of these items are currently on sample. When items are on sample, you end up getting them not just for 50% off like a client, or another 25% off as a rep, but you get a further percentage off, which means that all of these items are available for about 65% off. So to me, that is a great deal and another great reason for joining Tupperware. But the cheapest way is to get the whole set. because now you get 25% off. But the shipping percentage is not as high because you're actually spending more money on it. So that for me is super exciting. And you can get the impressions, you can get the Fridge Smarts at 129 or 96 as a member. And I would recommend all of the people in my team to make sure they are talking to everybody they know about Fridge Smarts. Because even if you're somebody that says, I never want to sell Tupperware, like I might be a member, but I'm just buying for myself, this is the month, guys, to talk about Fridge Smarts, because it's not that you're trying to make money, it's that you're trying to help your friends save their fruit and vegetable too. So you need to change your mindset and say, what I want to do is help my friends to save time, save money, eat more healthily, and be a solution to pollution. And I know if they take advantage of that $129 Fridge Smart set, that is exactly what is going to happen. And who knows, you may even make a little bit of money for yourself as well as a bonus. So that pretty much finishes my presentation today. I do just want to remind you that the basic kit at Tupperware will cost you $59. Should you decide to join my team, and if you click on the link above, you can join my team, I will immediately refund you $10 as I am offering this kit at $49 for anybody who joins with me. So all you have to do is click on the link, and when I see that you have joined, I will contact you by email and send you your $10 refund. So thank you everybody for watching this morning. I would love to know in the comments now, from everything I've shown you this morning, what is one thing that you would really like to add into your kitchen? What is one thing that you would really like to add into your kitchen? Because I've shown you lots. I've shown you a lot of the impressions things, the Fridge Smarts, the MasterChef series, the breakfast maker. What one thing that you've seen this morning would you add into your kitchen today? And with that, I'm going to leave you this morning and say thank you so much for watching, for commenting, and I wish everybody here a really, really happy afternoon. You love the small bowls, yes. And you know what, Wendy? I used to hate these bowls. And in fact, I'm always worried when people buy them because sometimes they have difficulty getting the lids off. However, what I've discovered is with these small bowl lids, you must press the middle before you try to release the edge. And if you do that, getting the lids off is easy. You like the cheese grater and the Fridge Smarts? The cheese grater, yes, I know that is a big favorite amongst everybody. So if these are really cute, but you'll find it difficult, well, to pull just at the edge, so put it on a flat surface and make sure you press the middle hard, and it's much easier to get your lid off. So that is it from me. Have a great day, everybody. I appreciate you being here this morning, and I will be back for my regular viewers at live at 5. And anybody who watches me on Bureau, you can go to Melanie Miller Tupperware, and I am live there every single day. So have a great afternoon, everyone. Bye for now.